Well, after an injury, most people do not get $1 million for their case. It may not be enough to even cover their bills, the money that they get. But today, our attorney is going to share some inside information that will get you fully compensated. And he promises to help you get a much bigger settlement. Colorado's best legal expert right here for us, Phil Harding from Harding & Associates. You promise you can do that for us.
Well, let's pinky swear on that.
Okay.
Pinky swear.
Got it.
Missed.
Okay, you can get us a better deal.
Hey, let's talk about this. It's a really important segment. We're going to go through a lot of stuff quickly. So if you have questions afterwards, either give me a call or go to kwgn.com and we can talk about it. Many attorneys don't get this. So let's go over this, and we're going to talk from the very beginning, and we're going to talk about what's known as the collateral source doctrine.
Okay.
And what the collateral source doctrine says is, if there is a collateral source, namely like your health insurance, and if it reduces how much is paid, then the other side does not get to use that collateral source's reduction, whether it's health insurance, Medicaid, or Medicare, and we have what's known as an EOB, and let's look at this.
The explanation of benefits.
Explanation
I've learned that
of
from
benefits.
you. Yeah, the
That's
EOB.
right.
Okay.
So let's look at this graphic
All
that
right.
we have. And so here it is, EOB. Everyone calls it EOB because it's an explanation of benefits, and this is like what you get from a health insurance. And what it says here, you could have gotten the $29,352 paid from the other side because that's how much the hospital billed for the surgery. But if you signed a release for the other side's insurance company or sent the bill to them directly without covering up the paid amount, they would have seen the $29,000, but they also would have seen the paid amount of the $8,500.
Right.
Now the other side insurance company would say, hey, you showed it to me, so I guess I'll only pay the $8,500. That smaller amount is against the law, and it's a difference of over $20,000.
That's huge. Yeah.
Let me tell you why this makes sense. That you only show the billed amount. You got this discounted rate because you have health insurance, Medicaid, or Medicare. When you settle this case, the other side's insurance company is not going to be paying you back years and years of health insurance premiums that you paid to get this discount.
That's right, so they shouldn't benefit from it.
Absolutely. And now come back to me for a second because I want to show you these two different things, and if we can go in it. Here's
comparison.
the EOB.
Okay.
Can you see that?
Yep.
The EOB over here. And that's what you normally get. This is what we send to the insurance company. You see how it all says redacted?
I see it all blacked out there.
Yeah.
That's what you
they
want to
know,
send them.
and they don't get to see that. That's exactly what we do, and that's what you send out. That's so highly
Because
important.
that makes such a huge difference. I mean, that's you know, so profound, really. But you have more that you can share.
Absolutely have more.
Keep stacking.
I want to apply this to a full case. Now, when you go to settle your case, you're going to get a ledger from your health insurance company or Medicaid, Medicare, and here's a ledger that kind of tells you everything that you need to pay back. And let's look at this graphic.
Okay.
All right, and what this says is this is a ledger, and again, I've covered up the client's name for privacy purposes, but let's look at this graphic. You can see on the left side there were 23 claims or treatments, just like we saw from the previous EOB of just one claim. But this is a total of all your treatments. The total billed amount is $47,807. But the paid amount is $8,500. Again, you only show the other side the $47,000 amount. When you settle, you may need to pay back that $8,500 to your health insurance. So now let's talk about how to reduce that $8,500 that you have to pay back.
So reducing that $8,500, how does that work?
Yeah, let's talk about this. Colorado's Make Whole law says that if you have to pay back your health insurance, here the $8,500, and you hired an attorney, the insurance company, the health insurance company, has to reduce how much they want back by the same percentage that you hired an attorney. Quickly going on to this, let's say you hired an attorney on a contingency fee, a third, right? All right, so you're paying that attorney a third, and that attorney got money that's going to be paying back the health insurance. So now the health insurance company has to reduce how much they want back by a third as well. So that $8,700, you reduce it by a third, and now you're down to $5,700 that you have to pay back from that $47,000 that you're getting from the tortfeasor or the person that caused the accident from their insurance company.
Okay, I'm trying to keep up, but you're paying $5,700 from your settlement to get the $48,000.
Almost, but let's look at this.
Okay.
This is a great graphic. The medical bills are $4,700. That's how much you get from the other side. The paid amount is $8,500. You reduce it down by a third because you have an attorney. So now your health insurance says, okay, I'll accept $5,700. But if you have MedPay on your car, and everyone has it, and you have $5,000, you don't have to pay back MedPay. So now you use that $5,000 to pay off the health insurance of $5,700. So you're really paying $700, and you're getting $47,807 from the other side. So look at that. Look at that drastic difference right there.
That's amazing. So, I mean, when you look at it all, I mean, if you do all the right equations, if you hire the right person, basically, because that gets really confusing, Phil. I mean, that looks like a real strategy that you go through.
It's very complicated. And here's one other thing. I want everyone to know that this amount This is only for your medical bills. You still get money for pain and suffering, impairment, lost time from work. I even claim mileage that you're driving to and from each treatment. So we go for everything. That is just one calculation only on the medical bills. You still have all these other things that you get. But on that $47,000 of the billed amount, if you play your cards right, sometimes you don't have to pay back anything. In this scenario, you only had to pay back $700. Isn't that great?
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That is awesome. And you've shown us so many times, especially when it involves like a car accident, how you can even stack, car insurances from everyone in the family to help make that settlement much bigger.
Exactly.
I mean, he's amazing. He does have a great strategy, and you dig deep. That's what I love about you. You don't leave any stone unturned there. So thank you very much.
You're welcome.
All right. So if you have any questions for Phil, just go to our website, kwgn.com. Click on Colorado's Best. You're going to see his photo there on the right, and just click on it. You can send him your questions directly. He does take the time to answer them all personally and confidentially. And to reach Harding & Associates directly, here's his number, 303-762-9500. And he always answers it, don't you?
Well, I do.
We've
Day and
tested
night.
you. Yes, you get a free consultation anytime with him. You can also find him online at hlaw.org. Well, coming up on